Headwater Food Hub is sort of the current culmination of about 10 years of active work with a very talented, very energetic group of people, really trying to understand what does a sustainable, socially and environmentally responsible food system look like, and how do we really make that viable and attempt to scale that up in a way that can have real and significant impact.
Headwater Food Hub has been around for about 10 years. Actually started with the Good Food Collective project specifically, and the need to work in a wholesale way was identified as chefs were interested in also connecting with the network of farms that we had built up. So the very first year that Chris started, it kind of grew out of a local farmers market that he had started, the South Wedge Farmers Market. It started with only 100 members. And 10 farmers, sort of grew from there exponentially. We work with, at this point, over 140 farmers and producers stretching across upstate New York, with a few of those in Vermont, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. We have a deep passion, everyone individually and as a collective, for a more viable food system. We see the current industrial food system as extremely problematic, both to the health of individuals, the health of our entire country and our communities, the environment and the future of our world, and the very production of food. And we see farmers as playing a very key role in changing that equation, not only to reduce the risk posed by emissions and climate change, but actually to start to reverse those issues.
So at Headwater Food Hub, we do have a set of criteria that really guides us through the process of thinking about and continuing to understand what we really mean by good food. The various agricultural practices, the humane treatment of animals, the local and regional aspect as far as the distance, the fair labor practices on the farms or at the producers, the general regenerative style practices utilize a food system that is positively contributing to the environment and to the community broadly. So we have a lot of different variables and pieces that we're thinking about and really ultimately shooting for.
Headwater Food Hub is a B Corp food hub. If you're unfamiliar with food hubs, it's a model looking at how to connect a network of small farms to a larger marketplace.
A certified B Corporation is basically a company, a business that is really understanding the classic triple bottom line type of concept, where the success of the business is looking not only at the profitability of the business, but its environmental and social impact. The University of Rochester has been one of our most important partners along this journey. I met Cam Schauf when we were back in our neighborhood farmer market phase. We were part of a team that established the West Side Farmers Market, and in an unbelievably impressive way, Cam marched off the U of R campus and over into the 19th Ward and sat right down as part of the leadership committee of establishing that farmers market. And it was clear from the beginning that his desire and his commitment to try and understand how to support local farmers and not only help them create neighborhood-based farmers markets, but also help them connect to the U of R. His interest, his passion, and his commitment to that is, it's been incredible.
We have a large network of farms, so at this point we've built relationships with a lot of different types of farmers who grow a lot of different types of things. And so at any given moment, if something falls through, we can reach out to another farmer and see if there is another opportunity to fill that order. So that's really the value of a food hub, is the balance of scale and flexibility with the benefits of local food.
Amazing chefs at U of R and the management and purchasing team, and ultimately through Cam's leadership, we've experimented from the amazing assortment of fresh local vegetables that flow into those kitchens to the pasture-based ground beef burger program, to the fresh cut slaws and fermented products that we're now working on as well. We see just a really wonderful opportunity that we've had, and ultimately we believe the wonderful opportunity that U of R has had to together really understand the ways that this can work well.
We want to be able to feed people year-round, and traditionally the view of local food is that it's this short season and then it's done. We feel that if you do a more comprehensive job of understanding when things are available and celebrate the seasonality rather than go for the goal of everything's available all the time, you'll help create a network of more viable businesses that can work together. Because we're choosing to work with food that changes over the seasons, it's not like we get really good at buying, storing, and selling bananas, and we do that every day. We've got new things coming in every single week, and oftentimes those things might only be around for 2 weeks. So our team has to learn, adapt, and change very quickly to be able to work with not only the scale of producers that we're working with, the practices those producers have, but also the change of the seasons. We're really excited about adding the Good Food Collective drop-off at the Hillside Market. This is going to give U of R students, employees, and teachers the opportunity to order weekly boxes of organic vegetables, fruit, pasture-raised meats, cheeses, freshly baked bread from Flower City, freshly roasted coffee from Joby Fuego, and a whole other variety of amazing locally made kimchi and sauerkrauts and honey and kombucha and fantastic products from local producers. We're excited to provide people with the opportunity who are not only eating in the cafeteria, but people who are taking it home to cook in their apartments or their dorms, to share that common experience of good food and to know where that food is coming from.
We really see what can happen when people across the supply chain can step back for a moment from the daily grind of loading boxes and chopping onions and all of the different things that go into that. Step back and really assess the situation, and together sort of set goals around what we'd like to see and how we think we can get there.
The way to combat the large industrial food system is not necessarily to grow as large as they are and own every part of the food system. It's to be more communicative, more collaborative, and more nimble than they are across a wide variety of independent businesses.